afternoon. My name is Rachel Ryan, and today I'm going to be discussing the academic and training requirements necessary to become a licensed professional clinical counselor in the state of California. For students who obtain their degrees outside of the state, they need to be mindful that California has specific criteria for what classes need to be included in your syllabi. You must submit your syllabi to a board of directors for review. The 13 core areas of competency that must be included in your degree for consideration are as follows. 1. Counseling and psychotherapeutic theories and techniques, including counseling theories, selection and counseling interventions, orientation to wellness and prevention, etc. 2. Human growth and development across the lifespan, includes psychopathology, normal and abnormal behavioral and developmental crisis. 3. Career development theories and techniques. 4. Group counseling theories and techniques. 5. Assessment, appraisal, and testing. 6. Multicultural counseling theories and techniques. 7. Principles of diagnosis, treatment planning, and prevention of mental and emotional disorders and dysfunctional behavior. 8. Research and evaluation. 9. Professional orientation, ethics, and law and counseling. 10. Psychopharmacology. 11. Addictions counseling. 12. Crises of trauma counseling. Advanced counseling and psychiatric theories and techniques. An applicant whose degree is deficient in 6 of the 13 core areas may satisfy those deficiencies by completing graduate credit coursework, equivalent to the 3-semester units for each core area. Applicants with no out-of-state license must remediate this coursework prior to assurance of a license. Applicants who are licensed out-of-state may remediate the coursework while registered as an associate. The state of California also requires that you pass a California State Law and Ethics Core Content course. Applicants who completed a graduate course in professional orientation, ethics, and law and counseling which did not contain instruction in CA Law and Ethics must complete an 18-hour continuing education course in CA Law and Ethics prior to licensure or registration as an associate. Applicants who did not complete the graduate course in professional orientation, ethics, and law and counseling must complete a course that includes CA Law and Ethics prior to licensure and registration as an associate. Advanced coursework is also necessary. 15 units of advanced graduate coursework to develop knowledge of specific treatment issues or special populations is required beyond the 13 core areas, but it may be remediated while registered as an associate. There is also a practicum requirement. In 6 semester units, including 288 face-to-face hours. The practicum requirement is waived for those who have been licensed for more than 2 years in another state. Those who have been licensed less than 2 years may remediate the practicum requirement by completing 280 hours while registered as an associate. These hours are in addition to the required 3,000 hours post-degree supervised units. There is no remediation for the practicum requirement for those with out-of-state license. Additional coursework may be remediated as CA credits while registered as an associate. 10 contact hours in human sexuality, 15 hours in spousal or partner abuse, 7 hours in child abuse, 10 hours in aging and long-term care, 3 semester units or 45 hours of instruction on the principles of mental health recovery-oriented care and methods of service delivery and recovery-oriented practice environments. 15 hours of instruction that includes an understanding of the various cultures and the social and psychological implications of socioeconomic position. Post-master's degree, there is supervised clinical experience that is necessary. The supervised requirement is 3,000 post-degree hours. The board will accept supervised experience gained outside of California if the experience is substantially equivalent to what is required by California law. Those who are licensed in another state have fewer than 3,000 supervised hours may use time actively licensed as an LPC at the rate of 100 hours per month to a maximum of 1,200 hours, provided the applicant's degree meets the practicum requirements without exemptions of remediation. The examinations that are required for the state of California include the California Law and Ethics Examination. Out-of-state applicants must pass the LPCC Law and Ethics exam upon registration as an associate or upon approval of their licensing application. They will also need to pass the National Clinical Mental Health Counselor Exam, NCM-HCE, prior to licensure. The clinical exam is necessary once all education and experience have been approved. The applicant will be eligible to take the National Clinical Mental Health Counselor Examination, the licensing exam for the California LPCCs. The licensure title for clinical counselors in the state of California is LPCC. Professional clinical counseling means the application of counseling interventions and psychotherapeutic techniques to identify and remediate cognitive and mental and emotional issues, including personal growth, adjustment to disability, crisis intervention, and psychosocial and environmental problems. Counseling interventions and psychotherapeutic techniques means the applicants of cognitive, affective, verbal, and nonverbal, systematic, or holistic counseling strategies that include principles of development, wellness, and maladjustment. The state's Board of Behavioral Sciences issues license to LPCCs, LMFTs, social workers, and educational psychologists. Aspiring counselors with a master's degree must first apply for associate counselor status and then register as interns. Interns are eligible to register and sit for the California Law and Ethics exam. Upon passing the exam, they may apply for official licensure. Once counselors receive licensure, they may request written certification for an additional $25 fee. There are other miscellaneous requirements that are necessary to become licensed in the state of California. The applicant process can be time-consuming, and there are some steps that you will need to take in advance. Applicants must send transcripts, a degree, certification, and remedial coursework certification in a sealed envelope. You also need to send verification for California's additional coursework requirements, including those frequently taken as continuing education. The verification can be a certificate or sealed transcript. If the title doesn't make the content clear, you should also include a syllabus or some other form of documentation. The board revises the right to ask for additional documentation if it's not clear. You'll also need to pass a background check, which includes filing out the request for live scan fingerprinting and taking it to an approved site. You may get your fingerprints done up to 60 days before applying. If they arrive before the application, the board will hold them for a specific period. The application includes professional fitness questions and must be submitted along with a $100 fee and a recent passport quality photo of your head and shoulders. The photo should measure approximately 2 by 2 inches. Good luck with your studies, and I hope this video helps keep you on track. Thank you and have a wonderful day.